The call for the special counsel to resign hit many essential buzzwords: tainted, collusion, favoritism, conflict. I am not talking about Sean Hannity's latest monologue about Robert S. Mueller III. I am talking about a 1994 New York Times editorial about Kenneth Starr. Starr had been in charge of the Whitewater investigation, which would eventually lead to President Bill Clinton's impeachment, for just 13 days when the Times editorial board wrote that he should step down as a matter of public service and personal honor. The newspaper's basic argument against Starr was the same one now advanced against Mueller by some Fox News commentators: his probe's integrity has been compromised by apparent partisanship. The language was similar, too. I rediscovered the old Times editorial after hearing the National Review's Jonah Goldberg remark on NPR that, in general, the current line of attack on Mueller has Ken Starr déjà vu all over it. Goldberg has a point. Mueller, leading an investigation of Russian election meddling and possible collusion with President Trump's campaign, is a Republican, like the president. But several attorneys on his team made donations to Trump's 2016 presidential election opponent, Democrat Hillary Clinton. Mueller also removed from the team an FBI agent who exchanged anti-Trump text messages with a bureau attorney. Peter Strzok's insurance policy text message, and the search for an anti-Trump deep state smoking gun. Fox News host Laura Ingraham spoke for many Trump backers when she said on her show last Thursday that Mueller's work is irreparably tainted. She sounded a bit like the Times, which editorialized 23 years ago that the appointment of M.R. Starr is fatally tainted. A three-judge panel appointed Starr in August 1994 to replace the original Whitewater special counsel, Robert Fisk, who had been picked by Bill Clinton's Attorney General. Though Fisk was a Republican, the judges reasoned that his selection by a member of the Democratic president's administration might diminish the appearance of impartiality. One glitch: it turned out that before appointing Starr, one of the judges, David Sentel, had met for lunch with Sen. Loch Faircloth, RNC, a vocal critic of Fisk. Joining them in the Senate dining room was Sen. Jesse Helms, Judge Sentel's political patron and one of the Clintons' most outspoken foes in Congress, the Times editorial board wrote. They all deny discussing the pending appointment. But the public must not be asked to take such matters on faith any more than it should have to take on faith that all the suspicious circumstances of Whitewater were innocuous coincidence. A crisis of political confidence cannot be cured by an inquiry that has the look of political collusion. More, in regard to public confidence, there is another troubling circumstance. It now emerges that M.R. Starr was working on a legal brief for a conservative women's organization opposing President Clinton in the Paula Jones sexual harassment lawsuit against him. M.R.